Everyone's telling you influencer marketing is the key to explosive growth. But let's be real. Most brands are getting scammed. They're throwing money at people with followers and getting zero ROI. Why? Because they don't understand how real influencer marketing works. In this video, I'm breaking it down step by step, from finding the right creators to making sure your campaign actually converts. Let's turn your influencer budget into pure profit. Let's go. You see the headlines, right? Influencer marketing is a billion-dollar industry. Influencer marketing is the future. And you know what? They're right. But there's a catch. A big one. Most influencer campaigns are dead before they even launch. Why? Because brands are lazy. They treat influencer marketing like some magic bullet. Like just throwing money at someone with a blue check mark will magically make sales rain from the sky. No. That's how you get burned. That's how you waste money. That's how you end up saying influencer marketing doesn't work. But here's the truth. Influencer marketing does work. It's powerful. But only if you do it right. You can't just chase followers. You need the right strategy. You need the right influencers. You need to actually understand what you're doing. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to break down the biggest mistakes brands make with influencer marketing and, more importantly, how to avoid them. Because guess what? Your competitors, they're already making these mistakes. They're leaving money on the table. And that's your opportunity. The first mistake, no audience fit. You're selling plant-based protein powder, but you're partnering with someone whose entire audience is hardcore carnivores. What are you doing? You're wasting your time and money. You need to find influencers whose audience aligns with your target customer. Second mistake, no creative control. You're letting influencers just wing it, hoping they'll magically understand your brand and message. Come on, man. You need to give them a clear brief. You need to tell them what you want, what you don't want, and how to stay true to your brand. Third mistake, no tracking setup. You're just throwing money at influencers and hoping for the best. No way. You need to track everything. Use UTM codes, discount codes, custom landing pages. You need to know what's working, what's not, and how much ROI you're getting. Don't be stupid. The choice is yours. Alright, so you're ready to dive into the world of influencer marketing, but you don't want to get scammed? Good. That's why you're here. Now let's talk about finding the right influencers for your brand. This is crucial. This is where most brands screw up. They go for the biggest names, the most followers, without thinking twice. Big mistake. Listen, bigger doesn't always mean better. In fact, when it comes to influencer marketing, smaller is often smarter. Why? Because smaller influencers, those with maybe 10,000, 50,000, even 100,000 followers, they have something special. They have a closer connection with their audience. They have higher engagement, and they're often more affordable. So how do you find these hidden gems? First, stop being lazy. Get off your butt and start scrolling. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever your target audience hangs out, start paying attention. Who's creating content that resonates with your brand? Who has an engaged following that trusts their recommendations? Second, look beyond the follower count. I know it's tempting to get starstruck by those big numbers, but trust me, engagement is king. Look at their comments, their likes, their shares. Are people genuinely interacting with their content, or is it just crickets? Third, check their brand alignment. Does their style, their values, their overall vibe match yours? Would their audience actually be interested in your product, or are you trying to force a square peg into a round hole? Don't be that brand. Be authentic. Be strategic. Fourth, consider their niche relevance. Are they a micro-influencer with a highly engaged audience in your exact niche? Jackpot! That's exactly what you want. Remember, you're not looking for someone who can reach everyone. You're looking for someone who can reach the right people. And finally, don't be afraid to use tools. There are tons of platforms out there that can help you find influencers, track their performance, and manage your campaigns. Alright, you found the perfect influencers. Now it's time to brief them on your campaign. And let me tell you, this is where most brands drop the ball. They send over a half-assed email with vague instructions and expect miracles. No. You need to treat your influencer brief like $1 million contract, because guess what? If done right, it can be. First things first, ditch the generic templates. You need to personalize it. Show the influencer that you've actually done your research, that you understand their audience, their style, their content. Make them feel like a partner, not just another transaction. Next, clearly define your campaign goals. What do you want to achieve with this campaign? Brand awareness, website traffic, sales? Be specific. Don't just say, we want more people to know about our brand. That's not helpful. Give them measurable objectives. Now let's talk about the creative direction. This is where you need to give them a framework, but also give them room to breathe. Don't stifle their creativity. Remember, they know their audience best, but you also need to make sure they're staying true to your brand. What are the key messages you want to communicate? What's the call to action? What's the overall tone and style of the campaign? Be clear, be concise, and provide examples. Show them what you like, what you don't like, and what you expect from them. Don't forget to include the logistical details. What are the deliverables? How many posts, stories, videos do you need? What are the deadlines? What are the payment terms? Get everything in writing. Don't leave anything to chance. Chapter 4. The Power of Micro and Nano Influencers. Let's talk about the underdog of the influencer marketing world. Micro and nano influencers. These are the creators with smaller followings, maybe 1,000 to 10,000 for nano, and 10,000 to 100,000 for micro. And let me tell you, they are a gold mine waiting to be tapped. Now I know what you're thinking. Gary, why would I work with someone with a few thousand followers when I could partner with a celebrity with millions? And that's the wrong question. You're thinking about reach, but you should be thinking about connection. Micro and nano influencers have something those big names don't. A highly engaged, niche audience that trusts them implicitly. Think about it. Would you rather have 1 million followers who scroll past your posts without a second thought, or 10,000 followers who hang on your every word and trust your recommendations? Exactly. These smaller creators are often more passionate, more authentic, and more willing to go the extra mile for brands they believe in. Plus, they're way more affordable. You can partner with multiple micro-influencers for the same price as one big-shot celebrity. Micro and nano influencers give you the opportunity to tap into highly targeted communities and generate real, authentic buzz around your brand. They can deliver incredible ROI and help you build a loyal following that trusts your brand. Chapter 5. Track everything or lose everything. Alright, you've launched your influencer marketing campaign, you've found the perfect partners, crafted a killer brief, and the content is rolling in. Now what? Do you just sit back, relax, and hope for the best? Absolutely not. This is where most brands get lazy and miss out on valuable data. Listen, you wouldn't launch a traditional advertising campaign without tracking the results, would you? Of course not. So why treat influencer marketing any differently? You need to track everything, and I mean everything. First and foremost, use UTM codes. These are little snippets of code that you add to the end of your URLs, allowing you to track exactly where your traffic is coming from. This way, you can see which influencers are driving the most traffic to your website. Next, create custom landing pages. If you're running a specific promotion with an influencer, send them to a dedicated landing page that's tailored to that campaign. This allows you to track conversions and see how effective that particular influencer was at driving sales. Don't forget about discount codes. Give each influencer a unique discount code that their followers can use at checkout. This is a great way to track sales and see which influencers are actually converting their audience into paying customers. The key is to use a combination of tools and techniques to get a holistic view of your campaign performance. Remember, data is your friend. Chapter 6. Turn one-offs into long-term ambassadors. Listen up, because this is where the real magic happens in influencer marketing. You've found the perfect influencers, you've run a successful campaign, you've seen great results. Now what? Do you just say thank you and move on to the next one? No way. That's like hitting a home run and never stepping up to the plate again. Here's the thing, building long-term relationships with influencers is where you unlock the true potential of this marketing channel. Think about it, the more an influencer works with your brand, the more familiar their audience becomes with your products or services. The more trust they build, the more likely they are to convert into loyal customers. So how do you turn those one-off campaigns into lasting partnerships? First, communication is key. Stay in touch with the influencers you've worked with. Check in with them, see how they're doing, and let them know you appreciate their work. Second, go above and beyond. Don't just treat them like another transaction. Send them personalized gifts. Invite them to exclusive events. Feature them on your brand's social media channels. Make them feel like part of the family. Third, empower them to become brand advocates. Give them creative freedom, let them share their genuine love for your brand, and encourage them to tell their own stories. The more authentic and passionate they are, the more their audience will respond. Fourth, explore long-term ambassador programs. Identify your top-performing influencers and offer them ongoing partnerships. This could involve creating regular content, attending industry events as brand representatives, or even developing co-branded products or services. Woodrow, stop getting scammed. Start seeing results. Influencer marketing isn't about clout. It's about connection and conversion. If you follow the steps in this video, you won't just find influencers. You'll find impact. Like this video if it opened your eyes. Drop your favorite influencer tool or tip in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Digital Royalty, where we teach you how to build powerful digital empires with strategy, not noise.